Humanity will very soon experience the day of judgment. We are at a given moment when those who have the insight to observe or sense, to compare, to judge and question, to search and control or investigate, then realize that an invisible wave of power is sweeping everything. The so-called Battle of Armageddon, described symbolically in the book of Revelation of St. John, has already begun, it feels. It began shortly before the turn of the century, but it's not the war that many mistakenly believe. It's a spiritual struggle between the so-called forces of light and the forces of darkness that will continue for a long time on Earth. Most people overestimate the power of the physical world and its leaders. However, if you observe better, you'll see that the percentages of people who realize that they have the power in their own hands and in its spiritual dimension are increasing. And in addition, invisible heavenly forces contribute to overcoming the darkness of the world brought by selfishness and all kinds of negative energy and thought that have transformed this realm for thousands of years. Souls with low vibrations who are selfish, ugly, and evil, and who have a great karmic burden from other times will know or will not be able to enter the physical space again. Simply put, good people will have the opportunity to perfect themselves, to reach spiritual perfection without the burden of egos, impostors, controllers, faulty scriptures, and erroneous priesthoods that exploit them by delaying their spiritual evolution. And as we all know, the physical world is currently controlled mainly by selfish intellectuals and greedy controlling entities, the dark forces. However, humanity will very soon experience the day of reckoning. It will be a reckoning first with our own selves until the sensitive, noble, compassionate, and gradually our higher self, human, awakens within us. The gates of pearl will open, and the guardians of the gate will separate the chaff from the wheat. In this transitional period, a few more selfish souls will rule the world, where they will also be the last. But in order for them to maintain their dark power until they leave Earth, there will be global events that many will describe as apocalyptic. But it will be a period of cleansing and may include unpleasant situations such as economic collapses and socio-political unrest. Earth will participate in this cleansing because many have damaged and devalued it, presented others as better than it. Every soul that has incarnated since the end of the last century or the beginning of the one we are in now belongs to this spiritual advanced group, even if they do not consciously know it. They are not people who have a spiritual experience. They are spiritual beings who will elevate the human experience. And they don't need intermediaries. The spiritual intuition and understanding is an inner knowledge. Edgar Cayce, also known as the Sleeping Prophet, a psychic and spiritual teacher, healer, and prophet, as well as John Peniel, my beloved brother, quote unquote, predicted that the Logos would return in 1998-99, as does Nostradamus. The Logos is the universal consciousness, and then humanity will very soon experience the day of reckoning. Please leave your comments about this. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.